So we are finally back online. 2 weeks away from YouTube honestly felt like a lifetime, but the move from Los Angeles to London is now complete, and I figured what better way to start things back up than upcoming games for the month of May on Switch, as it is actually a surprisingly stacked month. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner, and if you do enjoy this video, subscribe, share it, all of that jazz, it is seriously appreciated. So before we do get into this, I'm going to be ramping things up, I guess a little slowly, but we will be back to daily content. So yeah, expect tons of videos, reviews and news, tons for me to honestly catch up on. Also then our other channels, XP Corner, that's reviews for all of the platforms, and Game Corner, which is gameplay for all the systems, including full playthroughs, they will be back active in the next, I guess, couple of days. Alright, so 15 games for you all today and 1 DLC, and we're starting things with Endless Ocean Luminous. Now, transparently, never played this series, but only heard good things about it, and I'm definitely excited to check it out for myself. This is the third game, and actually the first since 2009's second entry, so if you are a series fan, you've definitely been waiting a long time. Now the concept here, explore the failed sea to document different marine life. The game promises to feature over 500 species to learn about, including creatures that are mythical, and we can also expect all sorts of structures and remnants, I guess almost echoes of this location's history. The bit I'm most excited for personally, online group dives that do support up to 30 players, that just sounds awesome. Next up is Gift. I played this at Anime Fest 2023 very briefly, but there was a lone laptop in the middle of the floor, tiny signage, no staff in sight in fact, which transparently I thought was a little bit weird, but I liked what I saw at the demo. I kind of figured it out for myself. Now the concept here is we are an old man that wakes up on a luxury cruise liner, and that doesn't sound all that bad in itself, but the problem here is it's actually sinking. So now we must escape, but along the way, expect to encounter characters that we do feel nostalgic about, but transparently, it seems the game's going to give us very little reason, at least initially. This game's all about uncovering the correct path, and I anticipate puzzles along the way. It definitely has potential, almost gives me like little Nightmares vibes, and that's never a bad thing. Corponation, the sorting process, recently released on Steam, and now it's heading to the Switch. Got high hopes for this one, and that's been elevated by the mostly positive coverage I've seen for that build. My understanding, it's a spin on the Papers, Please formula, where we are tasked with sorting genetic examples, and as we go, we will be modifying them. Now, as we do get paid for this work, we can put that money back into the economy by customizing what appears to be a home location, and we'll also be working to climb the state-approved leaderboard. It's a dystopian tale, and that is always something that appeals to me. Animal Well is high up on my list of most anticipated games for the month of May. I can't remember their name, but the publisher with this one, it's a YouTuber, and I know that did cause some controversy around announcements. This said though, look, this game's been a long time coming, and you'll be exploring what looks like an incredibly unique world. I'm expecting here challenge, a game of survival, and as we do go, then expect puzzles to solve, and overall I just love that visual style with this one. I think the scan lines they've added, it sits just the right side of modern for me, and yeah, I am definitely all in. A shout out to Cubic for sponsoring today's video with their latest release, Life Bubble. And now this actually just released, and it's got a launch discount for everyone, 50% off. It's running for a good while as well, that's going to be till May 26th. What may be more important to know, however, is there's actually a secret discount taking it to 75% off, and it's really easy to get access. Basically, all you need to do is download Coloring Book. That is a free download from Cubic, and they often use this game for these bigger hidden discounts, so even just having it downloaded once will benefit you moving forwards. The gameplay though, it's an adventure strategy game where your mission is to expand your life bubble that surrounds you. Almost think like a reverse battle royale. How you do this then is you'll explore different planets, you'll collect resources, and you'll be rescuing lost astronauts. Along the way then you can complete missions, sell resources, and even rebuild buildings around you. It even promises then enemies to face off against, and character upgrades to make the mission, of course, just that little bit easier. Now I've linked to the game in the pinned comment, check it out, and thank you as always to Cubic for sponsoring this video. You know, after the big move, it is seriously appreciated. Little Kitty Big City, I think, will be a potential favourite for many this month, but I'm curious to see performance on the Switch with this one. It's a 3D adventure where you can explore an open world freely, and our mission basically just trying to make our way home. Visuals look great to me. There's clearly a huge amount of, I guess, personality packed in, and it promises a custom-made customization and quests. I want it to be good personally, I really do, but there's something that has me, don't know, about the trailer, a little nervous about it. We will see come release, and I fully intend to have some sort of coverage here on the channel. 1000 Resist is a game I presume released elsewhere, as they tout the fact it was award nominated 3 times, but it could be a surprise hit for me. It's a sci-fi narrative adventure game, and the story, 1000 years in the future, a mysterious alien race known as the Occupants took over. Now we as humans, we live underground, and it seems there's not too many of us left. Then as well, on top of all of this, it seems we're reporting to some sort of leader, I guess we're some sort of faction, but after a secret is discovered, all hell breaks loose, and it seems this is where this game is picking up. For an indie, what sounds most impressive to me is the fact this is a 10+ hour adventure that is actually fully voice acted. That's going to be 15,000 lines of dialogue. Now, if you do know this game, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. A quick DLC mention then, Vampire Survivors Operation Guns, the crossover I never knew I needed. It's a couple of bucks, and it's throwing in 11 Contra characters, 22 automatic weapons, a new map, and some Contra music as well. I think that is a bargain personally. It's going to be a day one buy for me. The Land Beneath Us has a gem potential as well, a turn-based roguelike dungeon crawler rooted in Welsh mythology. It also has a demo which I will be checking out and covering right here on the channel over this next few days. The pixel art for me, first of all, stands out. I think they nail a really nice style. And then the story, we're going to be battling through the underworld, which I'm curious to learn more about. Expect though here to be, I guess, practicing skill combos, working with different weapons, and exploring a cast of characters. I know many are getting burnout on this whole roguelike genre, but the combination here with turn-based, it definitely has me intrigued. Biomutant then is a game I played on the PlayStation 5, I'm going to say it here, it's okay, not great. I think the problem with this game personally, too many ideas, and it feels like it needed, I guess, someone to come in and cut the fat. It feels like they just kind of pumped everything into it and didn't, I guess, remove some of it. That said though, look, when it's in full swing, the exploration and the combat is actually quite good fun, and you'll be choosing a faction and then battling it out in this world. I'll link my review for you all below of that build. I'll also have coverage of the Switch build as it does go live. Hopefully the performance is there, but I'm curious to see, is the trailer reflecting the final release? Because one thing I really like is they seem to be pretty transparent with Switch footage, which is always a good thing to see. Great character creator in this one as well, that definitely deserves to be highlighted. Athenian Rhapsody to me screams Undertale meets Earthbound, and that is a hell of a combination in my opinion, but it's going to rely a whole lot on its storytelling and the quality of its writing. And the story here, we're exploring the world of Athens to build our own Rhapsody. It promises 16 party members to work with, an hilarious story, puzzles, battle mechanics that change. I'm really curious to see what that means, and also an online social system where we can share rhapsodies between friends. It looks great honestly, but I feel like the trailer, I guess it captures what they are going for without really giving us any indication of the quality, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting hands-on. Read-Only Memories NEURODIVER is a sequel to the fantastic 2064. I'm psyched to check this one out. It is a story adventure with point-and-click elements, and we take on the role of a psychic agent that is tasked with tracking down an individual that is hiding in people's minds. I know very little else about this one, but I also kind of want to keep it that way. I want to go in blind, so I really haven't done too much digging. So an example of that is there's actually a demo on Steam. If you haven't played the series, maybe check that out, see if it's for you, but I've personally been keeping away as tempted as I am. Morbid, the Lords of Ire is a follow-up to the fantastic 7 Acolytes, and here they are taking things 3D. Now visually I think it looks impressive, so let's see how it holds up on the Switch, but I'm expecting here over-the-top gore and a world that is just waiting to punish you. The concept this time, defeat 5 evil lords, and this one, I'm going to put it out there as well, I'm skeptical. Initial coverage of the demo that I saw at least was definitely on the negative side, but let's hope since then they've managed to polish things up. Paper Trail is a game I played in the last few days actually. I just got back to London and there was an event here called WASD, and they had a stand for this one. And it seems lovely, a paper-based adventure. Now it's top-down, and basically the concept here is we need to fold paper to create paths and solve puzzles. The story, we are leaving home for the first time to pursue our studies. And yeah, I really enjoyed a game called A Fold Apart, and this has similarities that immediately grabbed me. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is no doubt the big pickup for many in the month of May. It seems over the last 2 weeks while I've been offline, Been some controversy, haven't had a chance to actually dig in and see what that's all about, but from what I'm hearing, they've changed a scene within the game. I'm personally excited to check it out. I do need to look into that a little bit more. But yeah, what can I really add about this game? It's been long requested. It's a classic from the GameCube era, and I'm really looking forward to diving in, as transparently, the recent one on the Switch, in my opinion, was just pretty awful. So it's great to see them going back to their roots, and hopefully, if this is successful, we're going to see a new entry in this, I guess, classic and, at least for me, preferred style. Cape's next then, and I actually played the demo of this one a good while back, maybe over a year ago at this point, but I liked what I saw, and that was on PC, not Switch. I'm definitely curious to see how they work with the controls, but the gameplay here is, it's a turn-based strategy game centered around superheroes. Love the narrative, first of all. So 20 years ago, the bad guys basically, they won and outlawed their superpowers. Of course, now we're kind of fighting back. But yeah, the gameplay, it's really all about building a team, sending a squad of 4 into battle, and then overcoming quests and challenges. Should you win, your reward, you're going to be basically upgrading your different powers. And yeah, I think it's a great concept that I really hope works out. Xuan-Yuan Sword 7 is our final game, and I absolutely butchered the pronunciation there, no question about it. But this is a long-running series that I'm yet to experience. It released on PC a few years back now, and from what I can see, mostly positive reviews, and I think it looks great from what I'm seeing. It's a 3D action RPG, so that's real-time combat in ancient China, and yeah, it ticks all the boxes for me. Weapon and armor upgrades, special powers such as slowing down time, a politically charged storyline, slower monsters and enemies to, of course, defeat. Yeah, I'm really hoping here they've done a solid port for the Switch, because we don't really get a huge amount of games like this coming our way, so I'd love to have another gem, I guess, to add to the library. And that's the video done. What will you be checking out in the month of May, and did I miss anything? As I said, I haven't been online a huge amount over the last few weeks, so let me know in the comments. If there's anything you want me to cover as well, drop that down below. So with that, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.